Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, for your 4K Patreon cast for the week, it's going to be Serral versus Clem from Katowice 2021. Bottom right-hand corner, we have a Blue Terran player. It is Clem, the young French player. He's 18 years old. And in the top left, it is a Red Zerg player, Serral, former world champion, hailing from Finland. So 2 Europeans in the playoffs for the World Championship for 2021, which was held in Katowice. Wait, 2020, which was held in Katowice in 2021. There we go. So the Overlord is scouting for proxies. This Overlord is doing so as well. A 16 hatch here from Serral. Ka-chunk right on time. And once again, we have a barracks coming up in the main base for Clem. Have I ever cast a game where Clem does proxy racks against a Zerg player? I don't know. I'm pretty sure he has, though, because every excellent Terran has proxy barracks up their sleeves. Up their sleeves? Up their sleeves. All right, so if you're watching this the week of March the 12th, thank you very much for supporting me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. And if you're watching this not the week of March the 15th, then hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I post StarCraft 2 content 5 times a week, and dutifully scouting is this SCV just to make sure it's not a 12 pool while the Reaper is building. This is what you need to do, you guys. This is what you need to do, Terran players. Scout with your SCV, and if the hatchery is just starting to come up, keep that Reaper at home, because there are lings at your doorstep. Anyway, so this Reaper's name is That Bleep, who tailgated me for 16 miles. Okay. No, come back. Select you. There you are. Listen, you bleep. I'm just trying to follow the speed limit. No, it is raining. I am not going faster. Give me some space so one mistake doesn't bleeping kill us. You know what? Bleep this. Congratulations. You're now a Reaper. No, this is not disproportionate at all. Oh, the tailgating. I mean, personally, as the third base comes up here from Serral and the Reaper does the dance, if I'm in a situation where somebody is right on my butt when I'm driving, I just move over and let them pass. I don't think it's necessarily safe letting them sit back there for as long as they are. Like you said, you know, one mistake could kill us both. Nice snipe there, actually. Well done, Serral. Are we surprised by that? Nah, Serral is a bit of a god at Zerg. Clem's getting there, man. Again, 18 years old, and this far at the playoff for the World Championships is nuts. Anyway, my point is, just, like, move over. I'm not saying that tailgating is fine. I understand that maybe you feel like the tailgater is going to win if you do that, but I think for the safety of everyone involved, letting them go is better for you and maybe better for them too. Who knows? Maybe they're going to speed and cause an accident later on down, but you don't have any control over that. It's a bit of a weird, complicated situation, but I've always said, heck, let them go. Get them out of your immediate vicinity. You know what I mean? Anyway, 1-1, wanting a bit of a Destiny Cloud Fist build here. What the modern version of it is, we'll just say that it's that. And, oh, we're going Reapers? Reapers. We're going Banshees. We already got Reapers. Yeah, look at that. Cloak Banshee opening. Loving that stuff. Hellions, you're never killing this hatchery. I mean, you are eventually killing this hatchery. But you're not killing this hatchery anytime in this game. Not 2 Hellions, I'm sorry. Just not possible. Now, are we going to get a scout up? He did get a ling up that ramp, and he saw the starport, but that was it. So he has no idea what's coming, whether it's going to be a Liberator, whether it was a Viking. You will know it's not a Viking based on the fact that his Overlords aren't being hunted. That said, he doesn't have any Overlords on this side of the map. He's playing in the dark a little bit, which I'm worried about. Hellions, YOLOing. Just kidding, no more YOLO. No YOLO, no YOLO, they say. As they get on out of there. Third base is coming up as part of the wall here for Clem. Pretty good timing on that. 4 minutes. It's not super fast, but it should be just fine nevertheless. Serral going for that lair, spreading creep out into the main base, recognizing this definitely could be medevac drops, but no! Where was this Overlord, and why didn't I see him on the map when I was looking for them a couple seconds ago? How did he do that? Whatever. So he knows it's Cloak Banshee at this point, right? You're not getting an upgrade on the Tech Lab unless it's Cloak Banshee. All right, so I mean, sure. At this point in the game, the spores are coming up. The Hellions are dancing around, but the Queen production is pretty nice. There's another one in production as we stand. And it's probably time for a 4th base. Look at this. Checking for the timing. He's like, okay, 4th base there. No. 4th base here. Wait, no, we're just trying to kill drones here. 4th base here, probably. A little bit safer based on this Hellion positioning at the moment. The question is, what do we do with the lair? Based on the timing here, I feel like we're going to go Spire. There's no Roach Warren. There's a Baneling Nest. We do have Lings out. It feels like we're going to go Mutalisk. Since Serral's one of those players that does take care of his mutas. There we go. Spire coming in. He's not somebody who's going to lose 40 Mutalisks, all of his Mutalisks, in the first 20 minutes of a game and lose the game. Like some unnamed Zerg players that I have cast in the past. Ooh, double Cloak Banshee, though. But 2 Queens and a Spore is honestly... yeah, it's just not. It's not going to happen for you guys. I'm sorry. You got scouted. The Slow Overlord snuck his way in here and got a perfect scout off. It must have been back here. Do you think in order to be going this direction? Whatever. A lot of barracks here, so we're just going a lot of Marine Medic with probably some tank production. I don't know. It's a reactor on that factory. Is he going Marine Hellbat or something here? Do you guys have an armory? No. What's he doing? What is this reactored factory for? Banshee's trying to get stuff done, but they got 4 total kills between them. It's not a lot. Oh, Widow Mines. Gosh, I'm an idiot. I want him to make tanks, but no. It's going to be Marine Medevac Widow Mine here with a couple Banshees. We do love those Widow Mines. They're good units. They are really easy to get good trades with. It looks like one of our ESL referees left the game. Just go after he drops, says the Observer. We're fine. Everything's cool. All right, says Clem, let's do this. 8 Mutalisks in production. Centrifugal Hooks is about 70% done. And here comes Clem. He's marching for his first attack of the game at about 7 minutes. 7 minutes on the nose. Let's kill some tumors. Let's slow down this creep spread. Let's not get surrounded by Lings and Banelings, though. That is not something we want to do at all. And the Widowmine burrows in. Okay, so close enough to where anything that engages is going to have to deal with it. And, all right, bit of a harmless hit there on the Queen. The Queen can actually absolutely tank an attack from a Widowmine. Mutalisks can too, but 2 Widowmine shots at work. It's a little bit dicey, and I'm surprised we don't have more. Don't waste Banelings on this. Okay, no Banelings wasted on a Widowmine that wasn't going to fire. Nice Ling counterattack from Serral here, though. He decides to go after the supply depots instead of the SCVs. Honestly, a friendly fire Widowmine splash would be kind of crazy. Is he going to get in there? I guess you'd probably lose your Lings, but this Widowmine firing on these SCVs would also be bad for them. Either way, he just takes the kills. He takes the supply block. He's going to fly the mutas in. And just picking off a couple SCVs here and there. Again, he's not just carelessly throwing his Mutalisks away. He's being cautious with them. Killing this refinery is awesome. Slowing down gas income for anybody in any game is going to be just fine. Hellbats are here. Obviously, an armory came up somewhere in there that I totally missed. But, you know. But we got Ling, Baneling with speed. And this is something that should be holdable by Serral. He's got enough here. The Queen's tanking a lot of the damage. The Lings and Banelings ready to toss down that splash as necessary. Not unnecessarily throwing Banelings away on groups of smaller groups of Marines. Let's get that word order correct here. Widowmine does get a head off on another Queen. That's fine. I think Serral's doing great. I really do. His 4th base is up and running quite nicely. The mutas, once again, just not sacrificing themselves. How many has he lost at this point? 0. 0 Mutalisks have gone down. However, engaging off creep up here is not recommended. That said, he needed to engage so the creep tumors had enough time to plant, but guess what? They're going to die anyway. Nice target firing there from Clem. Clem is honestly, he's just good. He's patient. Serral's patient. Look at this. Nobody just moving into here. It's a lot of micro, a lot of decision making, a lot of reading the room, seeing what's going on. It's one thing that Brood War fans on my other channel complain about StarCraft 2 is, oh, just get a huge maxed out army and move against each other. No, absolutely not the case, especially not in these super, super high level games. You gotta dance. You gotta move back and forth. You gotta pre-split your Marines. You gotta make sure the Banelings don't wander into one Widowmine and all of them die. Takes a lot of control here. Resources lost 6,400 for Serral, 3,900 for Clem. I think that's fine. I think Serral's doing just fine here. Widowmine's burrowing in, moving up, burrowing in, moving up, burrowing in. Just being very careful, taking hits. Banelings, yeah, not really accomplishing much. Decent connection on that Baneling, though. That was pretty good. Widowmine with 0 kills. Serral's taking another base down here, and this is not enough damage done today. 1 drone has been killed in the first 10 minutes, and I'm not sure. I'm not going to say it's impossible to kill Serral if you get 1 drone kill in the first 10 minutes against him, but it feels like your job is infinitely harder. Great SCV pull. Only loses 6 SCVs to all those Banelings, which is nice. The mutas are, again, not being greedy. Okay, we're just killing reactors. We're killing refineries. Maybe we'll kill a barracks if we have the time for it. But reactors killed are massive. They take a while to replace, and it cuts the marine production in half on those barracks. Really nice. Widowmine does fire this third base. The Lings are in there. 12 more SCVs go down, and it feels like Serral's got a really, really nice handle on this game. He's continuing to pump out the Zerglings. More mutas on the way here, too, getting further upgrades for the Lings and the Banelings. And income is... Do I not have an income tab? Oh, look at that. Oh, wait, no, I do. Numlock had to be on. Yeah, income... Must be mules. I'm guessing some mules dropped there to bring it down to even, but... It's going to move back up into Serral's favor momentarily. Got our Thors in the mix now. Some splash damage, anti-air here to deal with the Mutalisks. Banelings crashing into the third base again. And if this gets rebuffed, I don't know where Clem goes with this all of a sudden. I know he's got a 4th base. It's a planetary. It's really nice. I know he still has 71 SCVs, which is great. And by that I mean he's losing some SCVs. The Mutalisk's down the 4th base. Still continuing to march up here, though. He's got his Thors. The Thor standing back, firing on whatever they need to fire on. Serral is refusing to engage in here, and I don't know if he can afford to do that for too much longer. Yeah. It's like, once you step onto creep, I will try to kill you, but if you're on the edge of creep, let's not worry about it. The Mutalisks are causing big-time, huge, major problems for Clem. The engagement real. Is the engagement coming in now? Lings trying to get us around on those Thors, but the pickup is very nicely done. Clem is just bleeding SCVs right now. It's just not... It's not happening. He's lost 37 SCVs at this stage of the game. He still has a pretty nice position up front, which he's sort of abandoning right now, or maybe going for a drop. But Widow Mines? Oh, he's killing the Widow Mines! God, such good control. I mean, I've played against lower-level Master Leaguers who can do that. It's not like, you know, only Serral can pull this off, but it's still always impressive and always a little bit scary for me to see Flock's clumps of Mutalisks killing Widow Mines, because one misstep and you're taking a ton of damage from a single very cheap unit. Clem marching up, and that's what I'm talking about. Does get a couple drones there. Zergling's going to jump on you and force you to get on out. The Muta control, though, today, 2 Mutas. 2 Mutalisks have died. Did I try to sell you Serral Mutalisk control in this game? I did. Was I right to do so? I was. Banelings going after what? I don't know what these guys are trying to do. Alright, that wasn't the greatest Baneling control, but I guess we're really trying to micro our Mutalisks to within an inch of their lives. Killing these medevacs would be amazing, which is what these Mutalisks are tasked with doing. Careful. And yeah, the mutas just get out. Like, once the Marines show up, the mutas decide not to engage anymore and decide to get on out. I mean, it's... Serral. He takes care of his Mutalisks. I appreciate it a lot. Somehow, though, Clem is up 30 supply in army right now, 20 supply in army right now. He's pre-splitting his army like an absolute god. He hasn't really taken a crushing loss in anything today. 19,000 to 15,000 resources lost here. Serral's lost a lot more. Here we go, though. Serral jumping on in. Does get a few decent connections. Dude, more SCVs dying all the time. And Clem pulling back. He has not killed a base yet. He has, in total, killed 3 drones. And lost 60 SCVs. This is where Serral smells blood. And this is where Serral feels like he's got this thing ready to rock. Let's go. He's just killing Widow Mines. He's picking off SCVs. He's doing what the Terran was doing to him a second ago. Flying up and down the ledges. Just refusing to stand still. Ooh, that splash damage was nice. The mutas are pretty clumped up there. But still, 5 Mutalisks have died in 15 minutes. Insanely good. Serral smells blood in the water. He's up 195 to 141 supply. His economy, substantially better, as we can see here. Resources lost are 22,000 and 19,000. Almost 23,000 to 20,000 right now. The mutas in the main base are continuing to wreak absolute havoc. The Baneling bust and Baneling bomb here at Clem's attempt at a 5th base. Not happening. Everybody dies. Planetary Fortress dies. Mutas taking down an entire barracks. And then just flying away when the Thors arrive here. I mean, this has been an absolute masterclass in how you handle Mutalisks. Nice snipe on the medevac. Thor shot doesn't kill any mutas. And the tissue regeneration means they will regen that health very quickly when they're out of combat. This really feels like Serral's got this game in the bag right now. Look, Clem has beat Serral several times over the last calendar year. I'm not saying Clem cannot win this game, because he's obviously proven that he can time and time and time again. Will he today? Will he in this match? I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. Ultralisk Cavern coming in. Serral knows man cannot live by Lings, Banelings, and Mutalisks alone. Not forever, anyway. Yeah, I'm mostly impressed with Clem's ability to just not lose everything all at once. A lesser Terran player would absolutely lose everything all at once to one of these attacks. But no, and the mutas, they just never stop moving. If something starts hitting him, they dodge out. Hold on! Hold your horses, they're a little bit surrounded. Oh, Clem set that trap excellently. He really did. But Serral expanding up to the 12 o'clock position. I mean, okay, trying to expand tier 2. That gets shut down, but it's no big loss. And more SCVs die. Serral is just bleeding Clem. He's just death by 1,000 cuts in this match. I mean, Clem's got a big, scary Marine Thor Marauder army here. By that, I mean there's like a Marauder in this army, maybe 2. Okay, alright, that counts as a legitimate source of income going down, but on the other side, Clem's losing everything. He's just losing production facilities. He's getting supply blocked. Okay, that's not true, because he's lost so much otherwise. The attack coming up to the front here is pretty scary, but guess who has Los Ultralisks? Yeah, that's right. The Ultras are here. I think Clem just stopped microing. No, he's still pulling back. He's down 180 to 70 supply. There's your GG. And Serral is your winner in 17 minutes and 56 seconds. So that was one of the better ZVTs you'll ever see Serral play. This right here, okay, he did end up losing 18 Mutalisks. I think most of that was in that final engagement, though, when he was kind of cleaning up. Maybe I could be wrong. But again, just losing so few mutas in the first 10, 15 minutes of the game was gorgeous. The muta control was something to behold. He did get trapped there by Clem later, which was a beautiful play from the young Terran. A good sign of things to come from him, for sure. But end of the day, at 34 to 31,000 resources lost, Serral can afford to lose another 4,000 resources than the Terran, especially if he kills 90 SCVs and only loses 7 drones. That's crazy talk. That is crazy talk. 223 Marines died, but the second most things that were killed in the game for the Terran were SCVs. That is not cool. For Serral, he ends up losing 416 Lings, acceptable loss. 115 Banelings, which again, I'm pretty sure means they died not of their own decision. They got killed from distance, usually, instead of getting all snuggly up and close to their enemy. 1 Ultra died. Considering he made 3, that's a pretty big attrition rate for the Ultralisks. 1 hatchery went down, a couple more were canceled, but Planetary Fortress, Orbital Command, 13 missile turrets, 5 refineries died. I mean, that's just so much infrastructure was killed too. Wow. Wow. All right. So that right there is gonna be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.